So you are able to see the screen now?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So now today we are going to learn about defects of vision. What we are going to learn, children? Defects of vision. So, for example, if an object is there in front of our eyes with a minimum distance of 25 centimeters or beyond that, okay, for example, an object is placed in front of our eyes with a minimum of 25 centimeters distance or beyond that, we can see that object clearly. Okay, it means that we can see that particular object or particular image clearly. For example, if the object is placed nearer, mean less than 25 centimeters, if the object is more closer to our eyes, then we cannot see the image properly. Okay, image formed on the retina will not be proper. It is a kind of blurry image. Okay, image will be formed like a, it is not like a crystal clear, it is into like blurry images seen. Okay, so whatever the problems which we have in our eyes or which are related to eyesight or vision, so these all are problems of eyes. Sometimes this eye problems will lead to, defect in vision. We cannot see objects properly, or sometimes if the eye problem is higher, then it leads to, blindness also. It even leads to blindness, and sometimes we have some kind of eyesight problems also. So generally all these common defects of vision include, like they are basically classified into 2 to 3 types. Okay, so let us try to understand what are they. First thing is myopia. Okay, myopia is a kind of eye disorder, or
Ma'am, what is the difference between the both, ma'am?
first of all you learn about myopia and then about hypermetropia, and then later on you will understand the differences. First we should understand what is the concept, then we will understand what are the differences. So first of all, the main disorder we have is myopia. So what is a myopia? So it is an eye disorder. Okay, myopia is a common defect of vision. So how can we define myopia, or how can we understand myopia is, it is also a condition in which the image of the object is formed in front of retina. So already in the yesterday's class we studied that images are formed inside the or on the retina. Okay, so in yesterday's class finally we understood that the light will go from the outside. From outside the light will go into the eye, and it crosses several parts. Because eye is having several parts. First of all the eye goes, and then it touches conjunctiva, and from conjunctiva again we have pupil in the middle of the eye surrounding that iris. So these are all parts which direct the light into the eye, and finally the light will reach the retina, and on the retina the image is formed. The formed image will be sent into optic nerve, from optic nerve to brain, and brain again send the impulses to us or signals to us so that we can see the image. So basically the fact is the image is formed on the retina. So that is the fact. But in myopia, what will happen in myopia cases? The image will be formed in front of retina. For a normal person, the image will be formed on the retina. If the image is formed in front of retina, it is called as myopia. Okay, in myopia, the object is formed in front of retina. But for a normal person, the object is formed, the object is formed on the retina. Okay, so if it is in front of retina, if the object is formed, then we call it as myopia. And it is also called as, in this case a person can see nearby objects. What are all the nearby objects are there, in this case the person can see them clearly, but he cannot see far away objects. The objects which are far away, the person cannot see in this case. So hence this is also called as nearsightedness. Okay, this is defined as nearsightedness, or myopia is otherwise called as nearsightedness. Once again, I repeat what is myopia. Myopia is a condition in which the object's image is formed in front of retina. In front of retina. And in this defect, one can see nearby objects but cannot see far away objects. This is otherwise called as nearsightedness. This is otherwise called as nearsightedness. So here is an image for your better clarity. So you can see the image also. Okay. So in this yellow colored, yeah. So yellow colored is source of light. So here I have written two sheets. One is normal vision. Second one is myopia. So in myopia, so you can see the image is formed. Okay. This is on the retina. So it is formed in front of the retina. But here the image is formed on the retina. You can see clearly the image is formed on the retina here. Okay. But here in this case, the image is formed in front of the retina. So in this case, the person can see nearby objects. The person with this kind of disorder, or the person suffering from myopia, can see nearby objects, but he cannot see the objects which are located far away from him. And this disorder is also called as nearsightedness. Is this clear to everyone?
Yes, ma'am. Clear, ma'am.
Ma'am, once can you explain again?
You are joining late, Akshara. I don't know. Already class started long back. Just you have started. You have joined now.
Yes, ma'am.
Then
Miss, how does this affect our seeing if it's front or behind it?
what, Nana? How do?
This the light.
Hmm.
You said that. Wait, hold on. The image is formed on front of the retina, right? So how
Hmm.
does this affect the seeing of ours?
Because it is internal mechanism of eye. Okay, so it was eye was structured
Okay.
like that. Okay, if the image is formed on the retina, we can mean because we don't know, like it is made by God. Okay, but the properties are like that. So if the image is formed on the retina, we can see the image properly, clearly. If the image is formed in
Does
front
this
of
come by birth or
maybe, like,
generated?
age factor is also there sometimes. Okay, if you are going into old age, sometimes this problem comes because your eye muscles become weak. And there is one more disease also which we call that disease as presbyopia. Presbyopia.
Yeah,
Okay, we will call that. And sometimes we have because vitamin deficiency. If a person is having vitamin A deficiency also, this problem
Ma'am?
happens. And sometimes when you watch for longer times, like television,
oh
or
yeah.
when your on screen time is more, your eye muscles will become weak, and eye
Ma'am?
gets lot of strain, so that all leads to this kind of disorders. Yes.
Okay.
Ma'am, in myopia, the object is formed in front of retina, na, ma'am.
Huh.
Then the person who is seeing the object will be nearer or farther, ma'am.
No, the person can see only nearby objects. Okay,
Oh.
if you are having myopia, you can see only nearby objects. Whatever the objects are nearer to you, only that objects you can see. And you will not have long sight. Whatever which are there little bit far away, those objects you cannot see. You will get a blurred image. Okay, you cannot see clearly. So that problem is called as myopia. It is also called as nearsightedness.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yes. So here also this is nearsightedness only, but this picture
Yes,
you can
ma'am.
see the strawberry. Strawberry is an image. In normal vision, the strawberry is formed on the retina. that is image, and here in the nearsightedness or myopia, the image is formed in front of the retina. So
Yes,
to
sir.
show you more elaborately, I have downloaded this picture so you can understand now. It is more clearer. Okay.
Miss, but they both can see the strawberry clearly. There's no difference. Only that little dot is different.
What, Nana? Both?
No, I'm saying that both of them can see the strawberry clearly and it's the same size. There's not much difference except for the
Do you
image
understand
formation.
that? How do you understand that?
Look, because the strawberry size for both of them it's same. You can only
No,
see
that picture is, this picture you have to understand only. I have downloaded this picture to understand only this part. Okay, don't take inferences of this picture of other parts. See here the distance between the object and the retina.
okay, so
Okay,
you're
so
focusing
this is
on
what
that.
I want to explain you. Okay,
Yeah,
so
okay.
don't go into deep thinking, right? So this is clear now, myopia for everybody.
Clear, ma'am, clear.
1 minute.
Hello, hello,
Yes, tell me.
ma'am. Is there any solution for this?
Solution means you have to go to eye specialist. He will understand the density or depth of the problem you have. I mean, they are into number of problems actually. What is given you for you is up to here only. Again, it comes into lot many optics topic is there and lot many diseases are there. So that is all not required. Okay. So whatever you have to understand is image is formed in front of retina. Maybe new advancements are there, new medicines are there, new technologies there. They will provide some kind of spectacles for you for this
They
problem
tell
maybe.
you to eat a lot of vitamin C.
And they'll
Miss,
give you
they do
some.
some laser
Yeah,
treatment
that is
as
what I'm
well.
telling you. Lot of technology is there,
Yeah.
and they may give you some kind of laser treatment. They may give you some kind of medications or some kind of syrups to overcome this vitamin deficiency. So that is all second,
Yes,
I mean,
ma'am.
different topic.
Ma'am, even we have vitamin deficiency also will get this myopia, ma'am.
Yes. Okay, right.
Okay,
So
ma'am.
now,
Miss, I have one question,
yes.
but it's not relating this. Like we get eye bruises when we wake up, right? When we
Hmm.
wake up, we have something like white in our eye.
Yes.
So that part, that thing, from which part of the eye does this get
Actually,
produced?
whatever
Like,
the waste materials, like during sleep, generally our eye muscles comes into rest. Okay, so when our eye muscles, whatever the waste materials which are there, they'll come as this eye waste or whatever we like pussy we will call it as. Okay, so that all
okay,
comes like maybe like some kind of glands are there inside the eye, tear glands or something, and I was also not much sure about this point. And if you want more details, I have to refer some higher grade books for this and I will let you know. Okay,
okay,
right. So now come back to topic. Now again, one more thing is there, hypermetropia. So this is also one of the eye disorder. Okay, hypermetropia is a condition in which the image of the object is formed behind the retina. Myopia means in front of retina, object is formed. Hypermetropia means object is formed behind the retina. Very easy to differentiate. Front of retina image is formed, behind the retina image is formed. So that is the only difference. So hypermetropia, it is a condition in which the image of the object is formed behind the retina. For example, if you see this picture, you will understand. So first one is normal vision, where the image is formed on the retina. Okay, I will try to show you once. So here the image is formed on the retina, and here you can see retina is here and image is formed somewhere here, which is behind the retina. So this kind of problem is called as hypermetropia. Okay, in this defect, one can see far away objects. In metropia, one can see nearby objects but cannot see far away objects. But in hypermetropia, one can see far away objects but cannot see nearby objects. Okay, hence this is also called as farsightedness. Hence this is also called as farsightedness. Here in this problem, in this disease, one can see far away objects, objects which are located a little bit far away, he can see. But the objects which are very nearer to him, he cannot see. So this problem is called as, or this disease is called as hypermetropia. So in this, object is formed behind the retina, like how I have shown you in the image. Clear, children?
Yes, ma'am. Clear, ma'am.
Okay. So next
Yes, ma'am.
is presbyopia. So this presbyopia is a disorder which we will be generally facing after 40 years. Okay, after 40 years, when we are into some kind of aging process, when we are becoming older, our ciliary muscles inside the eye, I have shown you ciliary body will be there, ciliary muscles is there, which will catch the lens and which will hold the lens in its place. So we have studied about ciliary body in which ciliary muscles are there. So when we become into aged, okay, our ciliary muscles will become weak. Our ciliary muscles becomes weak and it cannot catch lens properly. The lens will be hanging this side and that side and hanging this side. So that's the reason we cannot focus on any object properly, whether it is nearby or far away, any object. Because of weakening of ciliary muscles, the lens cannot stand properly. The lens will be, hanging like, it would be in a hanging position. So we cannot see. The image will be in blurry form. The image is in a blurry form. We cannot see a clear sight. Even if the object is nearer or even if the object is far away, also we cannot see. So this kind of problem is, or disorder is called as presbyopia. What it is called as? Presbyopia.
Presbyopia.
Okay, so that is about presbyopia. So is this three clear to everyone? Is this three clear
Yes,
to
ma'am.
everyone? Okay,
Yes, sir.
so now let us understand few points about how to have good nutrition and how to have good eye health. Because eye health is more important to have a proper vision. Vision plays a very important role in our life. Without vision, our life will be into dark. Okay, so in a healthy body, actually vitamin A plays a major role. Okay, vitamin A plays a major role in having a good eyesight. So without, vitamin A deficiency will lead to poor vision, or sometimes even we will have night blindness also. If you have vitamin A deficiency, it will cause poor vision or it will cause night blindness. Hence, for every healthy body, it requires minimum 600 micrograms of vitamin A. Vitamin A, a human body, a healthy human body requires around 600 micrograms of vitamin A as a daily supplement, okay, or as a body's daily requirement. If you take 600 micrograms of vitamin A every day, you don't come up with this kind of eyesight problems, poor vision problems, or a disease called night blindness. So what is night blindness, children? A night blindness is a disease where the person cannot see.
We can't see in
After
the
5
night.
o'clock, can't see anything, ma'am. After 5
When
o'clock.
during night time or when the light is dim. Okay, so when the light gets faded, when the light gets dim, or during night time, the person cannot see. Only the person can see in bright light in daytime. So this problem is called night blindness, and this occurs due to the deficiency of vitamin A. Okay, so what to eat then? Vitamin A, we can get vitamin A from milk. Okay, milk is a rich source of vitamin A. You can eat cheese. Okay, cheese is also a good source. You can eat tomatoes. You can eat carrot. and you can eat fishes, okay, especially fishes which belong to cod fishes, okay, because there is cod liver oil, or directly cod liver oil is also available in the form of capsules or different sources in the market. So cod liver oil is a rich source of vitamin A, and mango is also a rich source. You can eat mango and spinach. So these are the few things, few food substances which provide you vitamin A. So please do drink milk every day. Try to have cheese. Try to eat a tomato every day. Try to have carrots included in your diet, and try to eat fish also, cod fish, sometimes mango and spinach. Okay, if you eat all these things daily or on a regular basis, you will have normal eyesight, mean normal vision will be there. There will not be any problem for your eyes. Okay, so this is related to nutrition and eye health. So next he has given about care of eyes. So definitely we have to take some care for our eyes, because eyes require time to time lot of care. The sense of sight is the most important. So he has given few points in your course book also. So you can go through it. Be careful about your eyes while playing. So you should be more careful about your eyes. Okay, eyes plays a major role, I told you now. So you should be very careful about your eyes. Okay, while playing, generally while playing, what will happen? We throw some soil into our eyes. Sometimes when we play with pens or pencils, suddenly it may go into your eyes unexpectedly. So while playing, you have to take proper care about your eyes. And one more thing is, wash your eyes with cold water 3 or 4 times in a day. Yes. Whenever you find some time after every 2 hours or after every 3 hours, you have to wash your eyes with a cold water, so that eyes will become relaxed, clear, and clean. So you have to wash your eyes with cold water minimum 3 or 4 times in a day. Sometimes while reading, okay, while reading or watching television, okay, blink your eyes from time to time. So some blinking of eyes is very important. So when you some people have a habit like they don't even blink their eye, and they watch continuously TV serials like this only, or they go into involved, they'll be more involved deep into the serial, and they don't even bother that whether their eyes are blinking or not. So that is a very bad habit actually. So you should definitely blink your eyes from time to time when you are watching television, or when you are reading any newspaper or reading a book. Okay. And you should not read in a moving bus or train in dim or bright light. So when some bus is moving, or when some train is moving, or you're traveling and you're in some vehicle, so don't read. If you read, it is a great damage for your eyes. Your eyes get damaged if you read in a moving bus or moving train. Okay, so we should not read like that. And in too dim light also we should not read. In a very brighter light also we should not read, because too much brighter light is also dangerous for our eyes, and too much dark light is also dangerous for our eyes. So we should have minimum light. Okay, minimum light, and then we have to go for reading. Okay, and one more thing he has given is, when dirt or insect gets into your eyes, you should not rub them. Okay, sometimes this we will also experience. When some dirt goes into our eyes, or when some insects, generally while you are driving a bike during night time, suddenly some insects go inside your eyes, then what will happen? You start rubbing your eyes continuously. So you should not do like that. Simply you have to get down and clean your eyes with the water, clean water. Okay, still if the problem is persisting, you should consult the doctor. Simply rubbing and rubbing of your eyes is not advisable. It will harm your eyes. So you should not do like that. Okay, so did you understand, children, this all? Is it clear for
Yes,
you?
ma'am.
So this is
Yeah.
all about care of eyes, right?
Miss,
Yes.
why are we learning about eye parts and ear parts in physics? Like this
Maybe
is
it is a
most
topic.
related to
No, no,
biology.
it is a topic which is related to reflection also. So if a biology teacher explains you, she may explain you about the part. What is it made up of? But how the image is formed, how the reflection process is taking place. In myopia and hypermetropia, I said image is formed in front and back. So this is all reflection properties are there. So generally, eye is
Okay.
related to vision. So when it is
Yeah.
vision, so we should know what is incident ray, what is a reflected ray, what are laws of reflection, how the image is formed, how the refracted ray will be. So inside the eye, how the reflection takes place. So these are all some things which are related to physics also. That's the reason he has given in physics. What I was thinking is. Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Right. So one more information is here in your notes. You can note it down. So he said 600 micrograms. So 1 gram is equal to how many micrograms, children? 1 gram is equal to 1 gram is equal to how many micrograms? So that is more important. You should know all these things. 1 gram is equal to 10 10 lakh micrograms. So you write down like this. Note down these important points. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. This board is not good. Okay, 1 minute. I will share other board. Yes. So 1 gram. Okay. So 1 gram is equal to 10 lakh micrograms. Because I said vitamin A, you have to take around 600 micrograms. So vitamin A, you have to take like 600 micrograms per day. So 1 gram is equal to, these all values are important for you in physics. 1 gram is equal to 1000 milligrams. Okay. 1 milligram is equal to 1 milligram is equal to 1000 micrograms. Okay. So this is there 1000 micrograms. So this is what basic information. What is 1 gram? 1 gram is equal to how many micrograms? 1 gram is equal to how many milligrams? So 1 milligram is equal to how many micrograms? So this is all basic information. Which okay. So cod liver oil is
Miss,
there
when will
now.
you send
What, Nana?
Yes, ma'am.
when will you send week 3 notes?
Week 3 notes today I will send you. Okay. So week 1 and week 2 notes I
Okay.
have already given you, and course book also we have completed. So today by this topic we have completed this physics portion actually. By if I give week 3 and week 4 notes, Tomorrow I will explain the fill in the blanks, or you can do it as homework also. Page number,
Ma'am, I did it, ma'am.
huh?
I completed it, ma'am.
Very good. Page number 21, 22, 23. You can take down as your homework.
Okay.
Okay, and then tomorrow I will once again check whether your answers are correct or not. And then today I will send you week 3 notes. Okay, you can write and send me back also week 3 notes. And tomorrow I will send you week 4 notes. So by tomorrow we will be completing total physics, and we have to start our chemistry. Again, chemistry is also there. So that chemistry we need to start from Monday, because okay, tomorrow is Friday. So if we have classes on Saturday, we can start on Saturday also. Okay.
Ma'am, if Saturday we
Math classes on
have no
Saturday.
exam, ma'am.
Saturday for 8th and 9th grades, exam is there from afternoon 2 to 4. Morning classes are there.
Miss,
As
why did they
usual,
put classes on Saturday as well?
because you are into higher grade. So we cannot skip one day simply like that. So classes are required for you because portion is
Ma'am,
more for
exam?
you.
When is GAT, ma'am?
What?
Yeah, when is GAT then?
Saturday you have GAT in the afternoon session from
Ma'am,
2 to 4. Huh?
tomorrow class is there, no, ma'am.
Tomorrow class is there. We are talking, tomorrow is Friday. Tomorrow as usual classes will be there. Day after tomorrow afternoon you have GA exam, afternoon 2 to 4. Morning 9 o'clock to 1:30 as usual online classes. Okay. Okay, children. Anyways, I'll send you the notes. You please send me back, write and send me back the notes. And by tomorrow, we will complete this physics. And most probably on Saturday, we'll start up with the chemistry part. And I think this period time is over. What is your period time now?
Yes, ma'am, 12:50, ma'am.
It's over.
Okay, your next period will start. So I'm ending this class. Thank you
Okay,
very
ma'am.
much. Send me projects also. Those who have not sent me projects. Have a nice day. Bye bye.